All right, how about a beach shot here in October? Look at this. Sun getting low, but boy, beautiful sunset over Edgewater Beach. Look at the folks in the water. I mean, you know, October, getting in the water typically is a little chilly, mostly because, yeah, the water temp begins to fall, but the air temperature is typically too cool. Not this weekend. Great beach, great pool weather. I know some folks still have their pools open and even some apartment complexes as well. There's a look at downtown Cleveland. We're starting to get just a little bit of color there, especially away from the lake shore. We've got really a couple of weeks before we start to hit our peak. Clear and breezy tonight as we head through the day tomorrow. One more warm one. Temperatures tomorrow back in the 80s, and then a front comes in. That'll bring us rain and cooler air Tuesday and Wednesday. Looks like the rain's on Tuesday, the cool downs on Wednesday. Look at our forecast highs over the next 7 days. Keep in mind, average highs about 68 degrees. So we're way above average today, tomorrow. Even Tuesday with the rain will still be pretty warm. And then there's your cool off Wednesday, Thursday, and then we start to warm it back up as we head into the end of the week, into the upcoming weekend. 70s and 80s out there currently. Again, temperatures running in the 80s both days this weekend. Could that be the last time we have a weekend in the 80s? Yeah, I think so. Probably until spring. You know, it would be rare. It could happen, but typically that wouldn't be the case. You can see the front off to the north and west. I mean, look at the warm air out ahead of this. This is our weather tomorrow. All right, Chicago, St. Louis, mid-80s, and then cooler air coming in behind it. This is the weather for the end of the week. Patio forecast tonight. Fire up the grill, find a patio, find a porch. We're in the 70s at 8, falling into the upper 60s and low 70s. So let's track this rain. Now, first of all, tomorrow, no rain, just a few clouds. Lunchtime readings already near 80, upper 70s lakeshore, mid 80s as you move inland. We're looking at another dry and very warm day. New data here on the rain coming in for Tuesday. We start off early morning with some showers around. There could even be a few rumbles of thunder, although notice the timing on this, 10 a.m. The earlier the rain comes in, the chances of thunder are less because just a loss of daytime heating. But there could be a few rumbles in there as we head through the morning into the afternoon. Could have some heavier rains here Tuesday afternoon. There's the front itself coming in right around dinner time, and that could spawn a couple of showers and even some rumbles of thunder. Look at this, even still some rain around 8 or 9 p.m., and then we start to dry things out as that cooler air moves in. As far as our rainfall totals here, it's not a lot, maybe a half an inch to an inch. So will it do much to really put a dent into our drought? Not really. It'll help a little bit. But once that rain moves out, we turn on some very cool air. Wednesday, Thursday, and look at those morning temperatures even into Friday. And notice even a few rain showers up there. Could be some lake effect there off of our northern Great Lakes. As cooler air comes in, you'll really feel the difference in the mornings. Lows tonight around 60, clear sky, still that south wind tomorrow. One more warm one, 85 degrees. Sunny skies, breezy. Rain comes in with some rumbles on Tuesday, that's the front. Then turning much cooler. Look at these highs, low 60s. Look at the lows in the 40s, even some 30s are possible away from the lake. And then we warm it right back up heading into the upcoming weekend. That's football weather, Leah.
Hey, I'm here.